Oh, okay. My gosh, we're on. Okay. Friends Doc South here. I've gotten this idea and I'm inclined to see it through now. About this time last year, I wrote this book of mine, Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. Okay. Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. A rather nice book. And I don't know, but I think I think it would be good if I read it. Just something is gnawing at me to read it for the public. So I've decided, well, that's what I'm going to do. By gum. I know. Yeah, I'm in kind of it's kind of dark in this room, so we're just getting the light from my chandelier overhead. Well, yeah, light fixture, hanging light, and actually I kind of like it looking this way. Yeah, I kind of like the moon. Dark on this side, light on okay. And it may be a bit of a controversial book, but actually I don't think so. And it's time I read it for people. It's probably going to take about 2 months to get through it all, I think. But what I'll do is I'll try to do this in like 10-minute segments. And well, what do you say? Okay. And oh, real quick, if you're interested in getting this book, you can always email me, docsouthshow@yahoo.com. The book should be around 10 or 12 bucks, but I'll accept whatever you want to pay for it. If you want to pay a little or you want to pay a lot. All I ask is, be fair. Remember, I'm not made of money. And if I have to send out 1,000 of them at $1 each, well, that's going to be tough. In fact, I may have to, I don't know what I would do then. But, 10 bucks or so, 12 bucks and post it. And then I have to charge you some postage, but we can send it, what would the word be? Library rate, right? Book rate, right? So, and again, honestly, I'll leave it up to you. I got to trust that most people are honest. And if you're really in a jam financially, I'll send you a book. Well, yeah, because there'll probably be someone who pays more for the book than the 10 or 12 bucks plus postage. And so it'll be covered. Okay. All righty. So you all set? Okay, here we go. Now this is Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. And rather than explain it, let's read it. Okay. Going to start with the dedication. Okay. This book is dedicated to my folks, Dick and Marianne, and all of my family in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. That would be Grandma, Aunt Barb and her husband, Uncle Bill, Aunt Colette, Aunt Alice. All of the Newcastle kids deserve a thank you as well. That would be Renee, Jay, Barbie, Judy, and Billy. My two kids, Sonny and Burgess, along with my brother Ed and his wife Helen, can't be left out either. I have many other family members who weren't in this tale. It would take another book to fit them all in. Rest assured, though, this dedication is for them as well. You see, every member of my family is an expert storyteller. They all can tell a great story and love or loved nothing better than swapping yarns wherever and whenever possible. Some are telling these stories now in heaven. Even though you read this, even as you read this dedication, some earthbound members of this wonderful family are bending someone's ear at the dinner table or from the driver's seat of a beat-up sedan. This book would have been impossible without them in my life, with their ears bent in my direction and a laugh about to bubble up from deep within. Each and every one of these wonderful people is proof positive that God is with us and that heaven is within our grasp. Okay, now that's the the dedication. Right, got the forward. I think we can, we can squeak this in. Okay, forward. Again, Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. Welcome to my world, such as it is. I almost hate to admit it, but I'm truly not that sure how this story came to be. It was simply going to be a short blurb about a fantastic Thanksgiving dinner with my relatives in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. I had visions of the entire thing being only a few paragraphs, but when I got started, my imagination went into high gear and I just couldn't stop typing. 60,000 words later, it might be less than 60,000, but 60,000 words later, I managed to come to a halt. In fact, for the last few weeks, I've been trying to remember when or how the emergency brakes on my head failed and I careened down the cyber highway. I have absolutely no idea when the aroma of cerebral brake fluid should have given me a clue that something, leaking cerebral brake fluid, should have given me a clue that something was up and stopping was out of the question. Maybe I should have jumped out of the cab, but I couldn't and didn't. The blurb was going to be about Thanksgiving dinner for 1980. I lived alone down in North Carolina after a horrible and, well, perhaps well-deserved divorce hit me right between the eyes. In those days, I wasn't a bad person necessarily, but I wasn't a great person either. Even now, trust me, I've got plenty of room for improvement. I had a chance to travel up from the Carolinas, where I was living, to my mom's family in Western Pennsy, to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner with many members of my family. My father paid for the ticket. I jumped at the chance. The nice thing was that everyone was going to be there, and I do mean everyone. Thanksgiving Day came, and at least 25 people descended on my Aunt Barb and Uncle Bill's home to attend the feast. I'm sorry, I just bumped the, there you go, to attend the feast. Let's see. By the way, my count from memory might be light. 25, oh yeah, it might have been more. Barb and Bill didn't have the world's largest home. We all had to think fast. Luckily, it was a beautiful day, exceptionally beautiful, and soon card tables and folding chairs ran from Aunt Barb's magic oven, through the kitchen, into the living room, out the front door, down the front walk, and finally down down the sidewalk. Aunt Barb didn't have a large stove, but somehow we all got fed very well. I do mean very well. I think it was the best and happiest Thanksgiving I ever attended. To this day, it's still talked about in hushed tones around the backyard fire pits on Carson Avenue. To keep the legend alive, I decided to write a short blurb about it all. Then somehow I felt this tap on my shoulder and didn't stop. I hope no one feels I'm belittling God or any religion with this story. I've worried at times that folks might take my tale as an affront to all they consider good and holy. This is absolutely not my intention. I feel we live in a great existence and we have God and his angels to thank for it. My beliefs are based on experiences I've gone through. Many of the events in this story depict things I've seen and felt firsthand. Maybe you've had similar eye-openers come your way too. What I've seen and felt tells me in all certainty that if we want a blessed existence and strive to live it, we will someday hit pay dirt and it will never stop. Our God, who long ago removed the golden harps and fluffy clouds from heaven and replaced them with pinball machines and lots of good hard work to do, well, he'll see to it. Please enjoy this story. It goes well with a nice turkey sandwich and a hot cup of coffee. By the way, I'll bet dollars to donuts that coffee is God's favorite drink. Well, if it's not coffee, it's beer, cold beer. That's that's it for tonight, friends. Oh, yes, we did just fine. We'll start the story then tomorrow. See you then. Bye now.